the First Lady hosts a roundtable highlighting the personal stories of those who've overcome addiction. One America's Rion has more on that event.
September is National Recovery Month, a month that for the past 31 years has been a way to celebrate those who have overcome drug and alcohol addiction and to educate Americans on the dangers of substance abuse. First Lady Melania Trump hosted a roundtable discussion at the White House to commemorate this month as part of her Be Best initiative.
Addiction and drug abuse are universal issues that do not discriminate based on income, age, race, or wherever you live. I believe that promoting education and awareness on this issue is critical to overcoming this terrible trend.
Mrs. Trump's roundtable celebrated both the progress of recovery and highlighted ways to move forward.
My husband and this administration are also committed to making sure no one is left behind and forgotten men and women are not forgotten no more. The guests we have with us today are shining examples of how we can uplift our communities. Businesses, large and small, are represented at this event. Each of them share a commitment and understanding that economic empowerment and the feeling of purpose play an important role in creating sustained sobriety. These are the facts of recovery at work, and I'm inspired by each of your stories. You are not just job creators, you empower the human spirit.
The roundtable featured personal stories of leaders around the country who have recovered from addiction and moved on to help others integrate into society and remove the stigma that comes of discussing recovery and hiring individuals in recovery. But one of the most powerful testimonials came from within the administration itself. White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow shared his story, celebrating himself 25 years in recovery from alcohol.
I don't care what you do for a living. Doesn't matter. This is a disease that has remarkable equality. No matter who you are, you can get it. And I got it. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about my alcoholism. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't read my daily meditation and prayer in the morning. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't call or text one of my AA buddies. And there isn't a day that goes by that I don't say the Serenity Prayer. Not a day, for 25 years. Why? Because I have to. That's all. I need to be reminded of the main issue, which is my sobriety. I may have good forecasts or bad forecasts. I may give the president good advice or less good advice, but the one thing I do, without exception, is go through my meditations and the Serenity Prayer. And oftentimes, if things get a little intense around here, just occasionally, I will say the Serenity Prayer again. It works. It works if you work it. I hope you know that familiar phrase. God bless all of you.
The Trump White House has taken the opioid and addiction crisis in America head-on, spearheaded by First Lady Melania Trump and former Special Counsel Kellyanne Conway, among others. When President Trump first took office, 64,000 Americans died from drug overdoses. Over 40,000 of those deaths were opioid-related in 2016 alone. President Trump declared the opioid crisis a national health emergency.
Our nation's drug problem will not be solved by one person. It will take champions and care, families, communities, places of worship, and people like you coming together to give our children the very best future.
The Trump White House's policies since 2017 have resulted in a 50% decrease in first-time heroin users above the age of 12. To this, Mrs. Trump pointedly addressed the media, urging for media, too, to come together on what is and should be a bipartisan issue. Rion, One American News, the White House.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.